So we have Heather here today, and she's a Broadway performer. Just tell us a few shows you've done. What are some of the stuff?
Well, I was in the revival of A Chorus Line. I played Judy Turner, and I was in Finding Neverland with Matthew Morrison and Kelsey Grammer, and Tuck Everlasting, and then a couple other flops we won't mention.
All right, that's pretty awesome. What do you want to work on today?
Well, I have repetitive motion issues with my hamstring, my shoulders, and my back, simply because of doing 8 shows a week for such a long time. I've been in the business over 20 years. My body has just gotten used to really compensating. So I'm looking to get some relief because I haven't been to chiropractic work in, I think, over a decade.
Okay.
And I need a little bit of relief that I can't get from, I get acupuncture regularly, I do Pilates, and I also go to PT for my hamstrings. So I'm looking to find something that is just a little bit more stress relieving and immediate.
All right. So let's, like the hamstring takes some time, and with this, what we're going to have today, let's, I'm not going to not look at your hamstring, but I want to also see what the pelvis is doing because the hamstring is attached to the pelvis. I also want to see what the lower back is doing.
Great.
Okay. Wait here 1 second.
Sure.
And for example, like in this picture, in this picture, very often with a hamstring issue, you're going to see that tilt in the pelvis.
Right. Okay.
So in a few minutes, I'm not going to be able to fix your entire hamstring, but if I level your pelvis, that's a really good thing. And it'll take a lot of stress off the hamstring. You said you're doing physical therapy with your, doing PT on your hamstring anyway. And I know you're going to really good people, so that's awesome. But this might be something I can deliver in the next few minutes and straighten that out, if we find that. But usually it's there on hamstring stuff. And it'll also make the lower back feel tight. So that's one of the things I'm gonna look at right now, okay? So I'm gonna have you lie face down. And you'll have to look back at this video when I post it to see what your legs are gonna look like because you won't be able to see from where you are. But scoot down towards me a little bit. And I'm gonna put these alignment shoes on you. And these allowed me to really see your first leg length alignment, but then how it relates to pelvis and things like that. And so the first thing we notice is your right leg's pulling about 1.5 centimeters short. And when I bring it up, it levels. So that does mean pelvis. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything at the knees. So I'm going to just really brush down on the knees real fast. Sometimes that'll level it out. It does not. I'm going to push on your sits bone for a minute. I'm driving really up and just to see if that sits bone is coming down. And it is. So you do have what's called a right pelvic deficiency, where your pelvis is dipping down on the right, and it's going, it's a PI ilium on the right. So it's going posterior, it's bending back and down. So it's a 3-dimensional. So this part is coming back, this part's going down, and it's also sinking. Okay. And that's creating, and is this the side with the hamstring?
It's this one.
All right, well that didn't help us, but let's keep going. Because when the pelvis is, so what it might do for the hamstring on the left is it might be pulling it too taut all the time.
Right, okay.
So it's tractioning it out much more than it needs to.
Understood, yeah.
So it feels like this is always so much tighter than this one when you stretch.
Yes, correct.
Anyway, let's see what happens, because balancing the pelvis helps both hamstrings, and we'll see where the body leads us, okay? So here's balance in position 2, and when I bring it all the way up, stays the same. Okay, so let's start. Let's just see where the flow takes us.
Sure.
Because there's kind of a flow chart to this. So I put it on a high setting. I go into the sits bone. The real name for it is the ischial tuberosity. And then I'm going to do the sacrotuberous ligament right next to it. I'm going to come into the fossa of the ilium. I'm kind of going through the glute to get there. Glute medius, glute maximus. But look, it balanced the legs right away. The legs are perfectly even. Now I bring it up to position 2. They stay even. Position 3 is you push them all the way forward towards the buttocks, and they're even. That's pretty cool. So I already got this level.
That's awesome.
And we'll see what it does to that hamstring, but you'll have to let me know. Bring this leg up here. So keep this leg long and lift it as high as you can like this. Okay, and put it down. Now do that by yourself. Okay, and put that down, and then do the same with this leg. Is one harder to lift?
This one has more pain associated with it.
Okay, where's the pain?
I feel it in the medium part of the hamstring.
Like right in there?
A little lower. To the left. My left. Yeah,
okay.
Right there.
Okay, so right in there is a big old trigger point. Do you feel this?
Yep, sure do.
Does your PD dig this out for you sometimes?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to just dig on that for a little bit. So my thumb is on this crazy muscle knot.
And it's probably nice and like a brick wall.
It is. It's hurting my thumb. No, that's one thing that doesn't hurt is my thumbs. Look at that. So that's pretty nasty right there. Can you bend that heel up towards my head? You can kick me if you want, but there you go. And put it back down again. And bring it up again. And put it down. Does this hurt a lot or a little?
I would say we're getting into like the 6, 7.
Okay, bring that up again. And put it down. I'm going to go back to my thumb. So I'm going to roll this a few times and kind of get a little cross friction on it. And I'm rolling your ankle. Just rotating. All right, now lift this leg again. Is it pulling from there as much?
Oh my God, no. It went back. It went up to the insertion up here.
Okay, that's better.
That's awesome.
Okay, so now I'm going to come up and do the same thing up here at the base of the pelvis where we get these insertion points. I'm going to look for that spot. Like I think it's that one, don't you?
Sure is, yeah.
So I'm right here where it inserts into the bottom of the pelvis. And that should hurt a lot.
It does.
See, with dancers, sometimes, it's a blessing to work with a dancer because they know their body so well. But the tough part is they have such a high tolerance of pain. And I would put them up there with any professional athlete because they're always in pain, just like all professional athletes, except the difference is that they have to smile when they work. And like a fighter or a football player doesn't have to, they can frown. But you guys have to put on a big smile in your pain and work anyway. But the type of person that has a long career in dance or that level of performing has an incredibly high pain tolerance. And when you're working with them, it's sometimes hard. You're like, does this hurt? They're like, no, it doesn't hurt. But they, so you don't get that type of feedback. But on the other hand, they can pinpoint exactly where their stuff is. So it makes it so fun to work with them because it's almost like a collaboration, right?
Yeah.
So I'm digging this out now. I sometimes pull my hand on the table to create leverage.
Ooh.
So even though I can generate a lot of force and really dig deep. So I want to go almost down. I'm down to the bone and then I pull away a little bit like that. So I'm doing a tissue pull. I'm tractioning away. I come up and traction away. Good. Now lift that leg. See what that feels like.
Wow. Okay. That's so much better.
So we would do, like, if you ever come back, we would do a few sessions like that, and do more of that. But you could see the potential of that. And I don't feel like I conflict with physical therapy. Sometimes physical therapists feel like we conflict with them. Or I shouldn't speak for my whole profession, but I love it all. Like, I love physical therapy and I love acupuncture and I love chiropractic and I love massage and I think they blend. I don't think they can conflict. So do you feel this one here? Yeah. So this is your left QL. This is also really tight. Okay, turn your face left and right. Let's leave this for a minute, okay? And point to where it's most tight when you turn left or you turn right and just point to that spot for me.
Here.
Okay, so we're going to come up to C2 on the left, head back down, and I'm going to put it on a setting that's appropriate for the neck and adjust it. I adjusted twice because I didn't feel like I got it the first time. Did you feel that horrible spot right there?
Yep.
Good. Now turn left and see if that made a difference.
Oh, yeah. It lowered the referral.
So now where do you feel it?
Down here.
So I call this chasing it. So we're going to chase it down here. She pointed to C2. And the C2 trigger points are very common. Turn your face to the left.
Oh, yeah. It's gone.
It's gone, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and turn your face to the right. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to just clean up with a few other things. So I might take this paper away just so it crinkles a lot. I'm going to have you crawl all the way to the top and drop your head. I'm going to lower the table a little bit, and I'm going to just adjust you by hand in a few spots to finish up. Is that okay?
Sounds great.
Okay. So big breath in and blow it out. Good. And one more. Good. So lie on your back, please. So I'm going to kind of use my thumb on this move. It's already going.
Whoa.
So a thumb is a nice soft pad. It's sometimes a good way to go. And this time I'll just keep it this way with my index finger. How did that feel?
Amazing.
Good. So now lie on your side facing me. And I give you a little pillow for your head. Move your hips a little closer this way. Give me this arm so I can pull it through. Hold your own tricep. And I'm going to roll this down towards me, and I'm going to adjust right in here. Got it. That must have been good.
Yeah.
Come this way. So we're going to mirror image to this side. Turn this way, and we'll bring your pillow over with you. Straighten the bottom leg. This one tucks. You're going to bring your hips closer to the edge so we have a larger range of motion because you're very flexible. And big breath in and blow it out. Good. Got it. So lie on your back.
I'm like a little kid in a candy store, right?
So you're happy, right?
Yes.
Scoot down towards me. I just want to do a leg pull too, because sometimes that happens a little bit with these hamstrings. And I'm just going to pull these out. Those are okay. I'm also going to do your toes real quick.
Oh, it's the best for a dancer.
And let's do this one. Got him. All right, come stand. That's special when we do the toes.
I'll give you a little shimmy.
All right, what do you think? Move around a little bit.
Oh wow, I can already feel. I feel taller.
All right, good.
I feel
Check
like-
the hamstring a little bit. Do like a little bit of a hamstring check on yourself.
I do this because if I go down immediately. Oh wow. Okay. Do you know how nice? I haven't stretched this morning yet, so I don't feel any pulling pain, which is usually what happens. I have to work through it, and it's not there.
So this is just a piece of it because
I'm coming back.
The stuff that you're doing with your physical therapist is really paramount. But I can add pelvic alignment. I can also do a little bit of the soft tissue that I like to do. And, you know, I think they blend. I think they dovetail.
I 100% agree with you. And what's really nice is that now, because I have to go to PT later, and my body's in alignment, so that way they're not trying to fit around all the other pulling. So it's already there.
Yeah, and that's why I think they do dovetail.
Yeah.
And they're not threatening to each other.
No,
they
not
work,
at all.
They work together.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, I love you. Thanks, Dr. Doug.
You're back. Thank you.
Thank you.